lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. Now, before you are wondering what on earth are you doing in your swimming pool with a t-shirt on, I'm just trying to save you from having to put a red filter on it, because last night or yesterday I forgot my sunscreen and now I am as red as a lobster. So for my own protection, a t-shirt for today. But let's get ready to the whiskey at hand, because there is a new Belgian bottler in town. A new Belgian bottler, and this is the very first release. The new Belgian bottler is called Beast Choice. Now, the B is none other than Bart Heggerick, a Flemish guy that you may remember is one of the two people behind the Smoking Buffalo series. But now he has his very own label, Beast Choice. Now, when you do your first label, your first whiskey, you have to make an entrance, and he chose a Glenturret. That's right, a Glenturret. Now, Glenturret is, in my opinion, not exactly a sexy name to make an entrance with. But maybe, just maybe, who knows? It's definitely got a beautiful label design. This is made by the Belgian artist Julie Tavernier. And there are plans for more labels by Julie in Beast Choice series. Now, the first whiskey that we're going to try is this one, a Glenturret. It's an 8 years old single sherry cask, and it is bottled at 63.3% ABV. Wait, what? Exactly. At what strength did this whiskey go into the barrel, I wonder, into the sherry cask, into that sherry cask, if it, after 8 years, it is still 63.3%. How amazing is that? Anyway, the label also states Ruat Maor, something like that, Ruat Maor, which means something like red-headed guardian or red-bearded steward, something like that. My Gaelic is a little bit rusty, and Google tends to disagree with me on this one, but perhaps, just maybe, what they mean with the Ruat Maor is the sherry cask that it went into. Anyway, let's find out. 63.3% ABV, which is, wow, maybe not the ideal whiskey in this beautiful hot weather, because it is 30 degrees Celsius out here today. Let's give this one a go. The color is white wine. It's very pale indeed. Beast Choice, very first release, a Glenturret, 8 years old, from 2009. Beast Choice. On the nose. Ouch, this is it's a bit of a dangerous nose. It's scorching, it's very hot. Your nose is knocked out for a couple of seconds there, so approach this with some trepidation, with caution. It's clearly a young malt. I get some yeasty notes and some grainy notes in there. You can actually smell the barley. I get some pear drops and apples, some nougat, and even a tiny bit of plasticine. So at this moment, I'm not convinced just yet. Maybe with some water, but I always try my whiskey neat first, even though this is 63.3%, so feisty. On the palate. Oh my, very feisty indeed, but also wonderfully fruity, and I get some gooseberries, apples and pineapple, some hazelnuts, some icing sugar and vanilla, and some spices from the wood, but it is quite fresh and bright. And the finish is, it's actually quite long, and I still get those grainy notes, but also those fruity notes. But it is a bit too hot to handle without water, which is why I brought some water with me. Now 63.3, so I'm hoping this is a swimmer, and this can really take 3 spoonfuls of water, I hope, to cut it down to somewhere, oh, maybe 55, something like that. Let's try again on the nose with water. Ooh, water makes it a bit dirty. I get some withered flowers, some green herbs, even a hint of burnt rubber. But the fruity notes do emerge now. It's quite intriguing, but still, I'm not yet convinced. Excuse me. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt on the palate. That's much more like it. Now it becomes wonderfully fruity on yellow and white fruits, with a tropical hint in there, but again, a big spiciness. This is very summery in your glass. The finish then, finish becomes very long, very spicy, but it never loses its brightness. I love it. Wow, the nose was quite difficult, but if you give it some water, you will be rewarded with a very entertaining Glenturret. It's a daring choice, I have to say, but to be honest, it's worth it. It's a good thing that this did not end up in famous grouse or something like that. So well done, Bart. A very exciting and a very intriguing choice. But if you put water in there, this is a very summery and very intriguing Glenturret. So please, more of this. And that's all for this Whisky Rambling, and I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whisky Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you. Bye bye.